price of becoming a mother is losing your freedom. Would you accept it? I would. My two babies were born on the darkest night of winter. They were so tiny, curled up in my arms. Every breath they took was like a small drum, softly tapping on my heart. The smell inside the den wasn't pleasant, but it was home, warm and safe. The fat I stored last summer won't last much longer. I can feel my milk getting less and less. They might not survive this winter. Looking at them, a wave of sadness washed over me. All I could do was hold them tightly in my arms. I wished so badly that they could grow up faster. Outside, the snow began to soften. It was time to leave. This was the first time I ever led them out of the den. Hunger pushed us forward. Going down the mountain was our only choice, but we were moving too slowly. My heart was anxious, yet I had to force myself to slow down, afraid they wouldn't be able to keep up. Now, my world had become very small. Small enough to hold only two little lives I must protect with everything I have. A breeze came from ahead, bringing a scent I had almost forgotten. The smell of soil and grass. The cubs stared curiously at the green world in front of them. Every summer, this grassland becomes a temporary gathering place for the hungry. The shortage of food makes every bear irritable and on edge. The air slowly grew tense. The cubs sensed the unease too and pressed tightly against me. Then, a starving male bear approached. His eyes didn't look at me. They locked straight onto the two small lives beside me. I turned and ran with my cubs. But that decision was the biggest regret of my life. He chased us relentlessly, his footsteps heavy and fast. I knew we couldn't outrun him. I had to buy time for my children. So I stopped abruptly, turned around, and charged toward him, letting out a furious roar with every ounce of strength I had. I wasn't a hero. I was just a mother with two children. The cubs fled as fast as they could. I lunged at him again, drawing all his attention to me, then ran in the opposite direction. But after a few steps, he suddenly turned back and went after the cubs. Their tiny figures squeezed into the cracks of a pile of dead wood. The male lowered his body, circling, searching. When I arrived, my babies were already gone. I searched desperately, sniffing the ground like I was losing my mind. Finding my daughter gave me a moment of... But my little son was nowhere to be found. That male bear could return at any moment. Reason told me I had to take my daughter and leave immediately. This is the cruelest choice a mother can face. To save the child who still has a chance to live. You must give up the one who might already be lost. My heart felt like it was tearing apart. I didn't want to leave, but I had to. My daughter kept looking back, and just as we held back our grief, preparing to leave, a familiar sound called out to me. My son ran toward us through the wind. My daughter rushed to him joyfully, as if reuniting with someone she had long waited for. For a moment, hunger no longer seemed to matter to them. But I knew it was only an illusion. After leaving the grassland, we walked along the coastline for a long time. The wind that blew toward us carried a faint salty smell. Somewhere in my memory, there was a place my own mother once took me to years ago. A place with real food. A place with endless salmon. The price of becoming a mother is losing your freedom. Would you